All right, thank you so much for staying with us. Now let's take another direction and have a discussion. Tomorrow being a Mashujaa Day and Kenyans are waiting. Perhaps some people might have even lost count of the dates of these celebrations. But nonetheless, we are here to inform you on what you should expect tomorrow at the Uhuru Gardens. And with me in studio, I have got William Kang'ethe Thuku, who is the Regional Commissioner of Nairobi Region. Karibu sana, Bwana Commissioner.
Thank you very much.
The last time we were here was last year. How time flies.
It does. It does.
It does.
People, I think, are very busy, and by the time you realize,
yes,
the time has gone.
And here we are celebrating another Mashujaa Day.
Yes.
How have you been?
I've been well. Still working for the public, providing services to the members of public.
Yes.
Who are our employers, actually.
Are we ready for tomorrow?
Yes, we are. The National Celebration Committee has, which of course I sit in that committee, has finalized all the arrangements, and we are ready. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to greet Nairobians. Good morning, Nairobi, and to inform you that we are ready. We have made all the arrangements. We have taken care of everything. There will be a lot of entertainment. There will be a lot of speeches. We are inviting the Nairobians to come and be part of the celebration. So we are ready. Yes. We have put in place every conceivable arrangement that should be there. Yes. How different is it going to be? Because we are doing the 58th Mashujaa Day celebration. What does it really mean to you as an individual, as a patriot, and to Kenyans in general? First of all, we want to say that we want to thank God for having even reached us here. It's been a long time. 58 years is a long time. To say that this year's celebration is different because we have a new government of President William Samoei Ruto. Yes. And this will be his first celebration of Mashujaa Day. So again, there is a lot of enthusiasm in terms that comes with every new government. Yeah. I know our wananchi, because of the issues that have been going on, the severe drought going on, the prices of food commodities has gone up, sometimes because of not reasons of our own, and because of the global environment. You're aware about the COVID-19, which you're coming from. You're aware about the Ukraine war, and many other things have shot up. And because of that, combined with the drought, so Kenyans are very enthusiastic of the new government, and we are doing the first celebration of this new government. And I'm so sure you're also enthusiastic about it. Yes, we are, very much. We look forward to probably new ways of doing things. Every government come with their ideas, and we really will be there to support the government in all ways. And we want to call upon wananchi also in their enthusiasm to also to be part of that, to be able to play their part in all aspects of the social life. Yes. Why Uhuru Gardens? Now, Uhuru Garden is very historic. You remember during the fight for independence, about 10,000 Kenyans, freedom fighters, were massacred in Langata camp. Yes. Camp. Actually, it was a detention camp. It was a detention camp. And therefore, Uhuru Gardens is a reminder and a commemoration of that these are the people who fought for independence. Yes. We have a very good museum there. Apart from the stadium, we have a museum showing all these freedom fighters, our history, where we've come from, and all that. So it is very, very, specific and good that we are actually holding Mashujaa Day there. It will be the first Mashujaa Day, I think, in that particular gardens. And you've mentioned something quite interesting, because it's been constructed under the last regime, and now we have got a museum which is quite beautiful. I'll visit that place. Yes. I would imagine Kenyans going to celebrate Mashujaa Day, and they have direct entry into the museum to reflect on where we've come from as Kenyans. Perhaps it signals a brighter way of just putting our history as at a one-stop shop for Kenyans to preserve it. Yeah, and that is unique because everything that you would want to learn about this country will be housed there. I think this museum will even become a research area where even scholars, even our young people will be able to go there and learn about the history, or that very deep history about how we fought gallantly for independence. So again, and I'm sure the government will make the necessary arrangements so that Kenyans can be able to walk there and they learn about, so that apart from being taught, they can also be able to see. They can be able to see. They can be able to see how villages were being, burned down. They can be able to be told the number of detention camps which were there. My own father was detained in what you call Manyani, and later Makinon Lodge. Yeah. My mother was also a freedom fighter. She used to carry bullets for freedom fighters. So again, it's a very good history, and we will be proud, about it very much.
So much. You have a direct touch with the history.
Absolutely.
You have a direct touch with the history.
Yes.
I'm quite interested to understand how this situation is going to be. Quite different in terms of the celebrations. We have, of course, the military display. Last time the president was there, we saw Kenyans saw something they've never seen. An entire display of the Kenyan military. And that is the point that Kenyans really appreciated what we have as a nation. Are we likely to see something like that tomorrow?
We might not, display the military wear and all that. Usually it comes towards the end of the year, Jamhuri, usually, and all that. I think Jamhuri is usually kind of dedicated to the military. Right. But this time we want to celebrate Mashujaa. I mean the Kenyan freedom fighters. And Kenya Mashujaa, we have even modern day Mashujaa. Yes. People who have done a lot in community, development. People in their own way, in their areas that they work in, have contributed very much. Even you, by being here, you also Mashujaa in a way. Oh, thank you. So we'll be able to display. Some of these people will be able to will be invited. Of course, the songs will be songs to do with the patriotism and freedom fighting and all that. So basically, it's meant for those people who fought for us, those who fought in the bushes, those who fought in offices and in conventions and all that. So it's different.
We have, quote unquote, the 21st century human being and core Kenyans, and they would say that's such. But is it so? The old people, our forefathers, of course, they're the ones who set the pace and agenda for us. They're the ones who have made us to be what we are, because they are the ones who bravely fought the colonizers who are suppressing the Kenyans. And then, of course, the country has opened up to modern days way of doing it. And I believe every Kenyan now should be able to come and to attend this day, because we say that everybody is a Mashujaa in his own way. Even the young people who are doing a lot of things, the one who are innovating for this country. M-Pesa was an innovation from this country, and many other things. So again, we shouldn't look at it like it was for ancient people, our forefathers. Yes. But even modern day. And what does it really mean to us as Kenyans? Right?
Yeah, and what it means to us in a very general way.
But why do we keep on celebrating it?
It is a reminder that we should never forget
where we came from.
Where we came from, who fought for us, and we need to hold them in very high esteem. So it's a reminder, and this reminder is memorial, and it has to keep on coming up every year. Yes.
Bwana Commissioner, we've celebrating Mashujaa Day, the first one after the general election, and we can really attribute this to the peaceful election that we had, and of course you and your colleagues and the security team across the country were boots down, quite literally, for a peaceful transition. Can I say that you are all Mashujaas?
Yes, and I want to really, first of all, to take this opportunity to thank Kenyans Kenyans, wherever they are, and particularly even Nairobians here, because of the way we conducted ourselves during the transition.
And remember, Nairobi was also mentioned as a hotspot.
As a hotspot, it was there.
Yes.
And particularly Nairobians, because we took it very well. There was not a single crashes, and we prepared well before, during, and after the transition. And I think Heko goes to Nairobians. I think we have become of age. That it really doesn't matter who become a president. It's a question of the issue-based kind of leadership and all that. And therefore, we are also just because of holding a very peaceful transition. And I want to say that that is one of the biggest legacy that we are seeing. And it's happening for the first time that you can be able to transit to another leadership, entirely total leadership.
Exactly. It's just issue-based and you conduct your business, and that should be it.
Again, of course, I think, and I think that's Heko go to Kenya, even as we celebrate this Mashujaa. That is a reminder that we have come of age. We will never again agree to fight because of leadership, and you have lost, have won, and all that. Really, I want to thank Nairobians for that.
Absolutely.
And you see, the 60% of the GDP is Nairobi.
Yes.
So again, if anything can go wrong in this country, it will start going wrong in this city.
There's that triple effect. But let's talk about tomorrow. Your office must be busy right now. Final touches for the big day, and you are directly in control of this situation because it falls under your jurisdiction.
Absolutely.
What should you expect?
We are expecting, first of all, because of this eagerness about new government, people to come in large numbers. Uhuru Gardens is slightly smaller field of about between 25 and 30,000 people. We are inviting people to come in big numbers. There will be celebration of Oloo, where people will be entertained by speeches, freedom, fighters' speeches, a lot of dances and songs, and all that. We have made the proper arrangement, the seating arrangement. It's free to enter. So we are appealing to Nairobians to actually wake up, walk to Uhuru Garden, it's your garden, and get seated as early as even 8 a.m. We will also have, we've made proper arrangement in terms of security, of course, as always.
Very important.
Which is very important. Our country is always at risk of being hit by what we call the bad boys. And therefore, we have made a proper arrangement for security of the people who have been in attendance. We have identified several parkings. Of course, Uhuru Garden, they are parking for VIPs. Then we have also identified the Uchumi supermarket parking, then Carnival Ground, and even Ulinzi complex. The Rangata Barracks. So again, and we have issued cards for those who are going to be in VIP sitting arrangement, where they are going to park their vehicles. It will be secure. Yes.
You've talked about matter security. What should I have at Uhuru Gardens, and what should I not have while going to Uhuru Gardens as an individual?
Of course, we need to, there are things we call standard operating procedures, where, of course, when you're going into such a stadium, we don't expect you to carry water. Because we don't know what type of water you are carrying. we don't expect you also to carry, this is a national day. We don't also expect you to carry, any type of uniform identified with any political party, for example. We don't expect you to carry anything which would seem like Siraha. So we want people to just walk there without anything. We'll provide enough water for drinking water within the stadium. We have set up several points of drinking within the stadium. There will be enough, for example, ablution arrangement, so that people don't even have to walk out during when the speeches have been given. So again, we expect people to just wake up in the morning. Those who are near, like Kibra and Langata, just walk. Others will come from every corner of this of this town.
Yes.
Yes.
You are in that organizing committee.
Yes.
Just a bit of hint. What's that something special that we should expect? Because personally, I will be there. So what should I carry home tomorrow? Just a hint.
Well, of course, people want to hear. Let me talk about the National Celebration Committee. Is a committee of what we call, these days we have this approach called whole government approach.
Yes.
So the Celebration Committee is an example of a whole government approaching an issue that requires every other department. We have ICT people, of course, KBC, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, they are also representing there.
Yes,
and all
we
that.
will be there. We will be there.
So you are all invited.
Exactly.
And we have, yes, of course, we expect people want to hear moving forward. And this promise, this will be given. Kenyans are very hopeful, They expect with this new government that we will, there are very good things coming. We've seen the manifesto of the current government, and people want to hear many good things. Some of them have been, set out and all that. And also that, hope, leadership, hope, even from our leaders, that this country is going to be well. Employment will be created, and the issues to do with affordable housing, of course, issues to do with security, because security and environment is very important, even as people go about their businesses. And Kenyans are very resilient people, because all they want is an environment to be able to do their thing. And then they start doing their thing, and they start earning daily bread. So there are that hope, and the government is well set out on what they want for this country moving forward. Yes.
What time are we starting the event?
The event will start at 10, but we want to ask Wananchi to be there very early, from as early as even 5, 6,
because
7.
Of protocol,
protocols. There have been a lot of checking. People have to be frisked, and they have to be, because we have to, it's a standard operating procedure where you have to check people. We will have so many machines, both for baggage, checking the baggage, and also, of course, the metal detectors and all that. And because of that, we want people to come early, so that the security agencies can have an opportunity to check them and all that.
All right.
Yes.
There is this aspect of security, traffic update.
Yes.
What are some of the roads that will be affected? We have got Mbagathi, Lang'ata Road, Magadi, the Eastern Bypass. Perhaps just an overview? I know traffic has always been an issue, but we are saying, fortunately, Uhuru Gardens is well served by a lot of roads. We are saying, we are promising Nairobians that no single road will be closed. But what we'll have is that once people who are coming from town, they are going to use Lang'ata Road, then join the link road which goes to Carnival, and then they'll be able to, those ones who will be carrying visitors and guests, they'll be able to drop the visitors and go and park at Uchumi, at Carnival, at Uchumi, at Ulinzi ground and all that. So again, no road to be closed. Traffic plan has been put in place. There will be enough traffic officers, police officers, to direct people where to go, and even to check the cards for those who are using the cards and all that. And therefore, traffic plan has been well set out. Well set up.
Yeah.
But I see this is not the first time you are conducting this. It's falling under, let me call it, under your compound, and you're the host. How important is it for you as an individual?
First of all, as always, when you're hosting an event of this magnitude, there's always that little anxiety, a little adrenaline, so that
because you don't know what's going to be
what's going to happen. But when you prepare well, like we have done, I chair the Regional Security Committee, and we have ensured that all arrangements in terms of traffic flow, in terms of security checks and all that, even in terms of crowd control, we have put in place all those plans and arrangement. Of course, some of it has been ongoing. It's not a one-day thing, those arrangements, we are going to bring a lot of, we'll be using about even 4,000 police officers to be able to do that manning. Every single area within the stadium, around the stadium, along the route will be manned by police officers.
Yes.
So I'm hoping that because we have done good plans and arrangement, everything will go on well.
Yeah.
Yeah, good plan. But if you plan well, the result will be good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Apart from Mashujaa Day, which is going to be celebrated tomorrow in Nairobi, we've had different celebrations going across the country, different regions. Mombasa has hosted, Kisumu, Central. How important is this in line with the new dispensation of the Constitution?
Yeah, of course, we have said this country since 2010 we went devolution in terms of even development. And the reason why we were also taking this celebration to other counties was to give those counties opportunity also to, because there's a lot of things that comes with the hosting the Mashujaa.
Yes.
For example, the refurbishing of stadiums. And we did that in previous government. We've been to Kisii, we've been to Narok, Machakos, and those stadiums were well refurbished.
Yeah.
Even in terms also with a lot of economic activities. Probably the hotels there are, they do a good business. Those who are suppliers and all that. I don't know about the current government, and probably they might want to continue with that. Probably they might not want to continue with that.
Yeah.
We'll be guided. We'll be guided.
Okay.
But it was good for the economies of those counties, and some of them actually have better hotels. Some of them have even better roads, even within the cities and the towns in those particular counties.
All right. Okay. So as we come to a close, let me ask you this question of noise pollution in the city. In the past week or two, we've seen security agencies moving swiftly to avert such kind of cases where we have got clubs, we have got resorts, we have got joints in residential areas. This squarely falls under your jurisdiction. How do you receive this?
Now, let me say that probably what you mean is that most of this noise comes from bars.
Yes.
And even, joints like restaurant and other disco areas. But let me say that the 2010 Constitution actually devolved what we call the licensing of clubs. Initially, the national government used to be in charge of that. I remember the DCs were chairing committees. They were called the Alcoholic Drink Regulation Committees, which committees were licensing where to locate a bar, or even and the clubs and all that. Of course, as guided then by what they used to call Mutudha law.
Yes. Now,
Mutudha law is still the national law. And when counties came into being, what they did is that they customized the Nakanda law and created their own alcoholic drink laws. But in terms of principles, the various county laws to regulate, licensing of bars and discos were supposed to follow some of the principles of the Nakanda law. For example, the distance between, like you should not locate a bar in a residential area. The bar should be 300 meters from a school and all that.
Yes.
And therefore, those counties which actually followed those national laws have succeeded. But again, what we are having is that we are having, and counties have come up with structures. For example, in Nairobi, in every sub-county, there is what we call alcoholic drink controls committees, which are supposed to receive application of a bars. That committee is composed of even the OSPD, the DC, of course, and the county government, and other civilian. So these are the committees which are supposed to go and do due diligence on the applicants and ensure that they're not within the residential area, they're not within the schools, and all that. But
we see people going about their business with total disregard of the law, which is laid out.
So what you're doing is that, the new government is talking about cooperation between the national government and the county government. There should be no rivalry. And so we are saying we will work with the Nairobi County government so that we can agree, let us revive these committees so that once the current licenses expires, then before they are given other licenses, then they have to go through these committees. There must be a lot of due diligence. You know, going to check, is it within a residential area? Public participation. Have wananchi been complaining about this particular bar?
Yes.
Because currently, and the police enforce our laws. When police go and arrest DJs who are actually playing the loud music and take them to court, the court, then they produce a license. And then the court says that, why are you arresting them and all that?
Exactly.
There is also the question of NEMA. NEMA is the one which they create noise, you know, and the amount of noise and all that. So again, there is also the issue of people working in silos in terms of dealing with the issue of alcoholic drink, licensing and all that. But if we can work with as one government where there is a lot of consultation, then we are saying that we'll be able to save Nairobians all these noises, license bars in where they're supposed to be, and that kind of thing.
Okay, as we come to a close, so will there be a continuous crackdown?
Yes, we'll continue cracking down on these bars like we have always done.
Yes.
We will be working with the new governor and all that, where we'll be seeking the cooperation of the governor so that we can be able to deal with this and save Nairobians, because residential areas are meant for that. Exactly. For wananchi to live and peacefully. But there's now habit of very loud music, people playing discos, and you know you have all the information.
Exactly.
Yes, thank you.
But I see, I'm told that you have an engagement, but within 10 seconds, what should we expect tomorrow? Quick recap.
So we expect wananchi to a big day, full of a lot of celebration. We want to invite you to come and be part of that celebration. It's historic because this is a day that we acquired, we fought very well for our independence. And also it's a celebration of everybody. You who was part of this part of the election, who have maintained peace and tranquility. So it's a day that we expect a lot of things.
Absolutely.
So we welcome everybody for this day.
But I say, thank you so much for your time. We love to let you go. I know you have a busy schedule, but always thank you so much for coming over to KBC.
Always.
Karibu sana. That is William Kang'ethe Thuku, who is the Regional Commissioner, Nairobi Region. We are taking a quick break. We'll be right back with what to have on the local dailies as well as The Viewpoint. Stick around.